Hi everyone, I'm Cynthia Toussaint at Women in Pain Nation with a thought of the day. Okay, so my thought, and I'm not pretending, so my thought is, are we with high impact pain happy that we have high impact pain, or are we not happy that we have it? And I'm being serious. So I was reminded of this thought recently, talking to somebody with high impact pain. And then it took me back to the first time I pondered it. So it was a long time ago. I was doing an interview in this very room, and with a journalist who she really seemed to like my story, and she was writing a long story. And at the end of we were at the very end of the interview, and she said, something like, looking back, Cynthia, at your pain journey or something, she said, would you change a thing? And I thought, I know the answer you want, that I wouldn't, but are you kidding? So I took a couple beats and I said, I would change everything. I would go back. I would not have had the ballet injury that led to the complex regional pain syndrome. I would not have lost everything. I would not have, started a nonprofit, become an advocate, on and on and on. But then I could see that she wasn't liking that answer. And I kind of massaged it and said, that being said, since it did happen, I got to help a lot of people and this and that. And I have a lot more, a lot more compassion. I'm deeper. And that's true. I am a much deeper person than I would ever have been, God forbid I'd been the shallow actor, but, maybe it wouldn't have been so bad, but I'll never forget that she really thought that I wouldn't change anything, and she wanted that to be her ending. So that was really strange. So I've never forgotten that. But the other day I was on the phone with somebody, a colleague, and who I was just kind of meeting, and she was saying, I'm much happier being, now that I have pain. I can't remember what her career was, but she had a career she was passionate about, and she'd lost that, and she was an advocate for people with pain. And she said, I'm much happier being an advocate than I would ever have been in my life before. And I thought, really? And I just, it actually kind of depressed me when she said that. And I'm just like kind of wondering, is that something that, maybe she was being completely, honest. I don't know. Or is it like a narrative that maybe we come up with because we're sort of fooling ourselves? Like, well, we got pain, so got to put the best face on it. Or, and this has been bothering me, or is it a narrative we put on because it makes the temporarily able-bodied, I don't know why that was in quotes, temporarily able-bodied, the healthy now community feel better about it? It's like, almost like you can't feel sorry for us because we don't feel sorry for ourselves. And so many minorities do that, and I won't do that. I wish to God I'd never been in that ballet class. I wish I'd never gotten complex regional pain syndrome or any of my many overlapping conditions. And I wish I'd lived the life that I wanted as a performer, and with a family now, children, and I just, everything that I lost is so heartbreaking. It actually made my stomach hurt to just say that. So I'm kind of wondering why so many people with pain do say that, because I've heard that many times through my career as an advocate. And I'm wondering what you think. Do you, in the comment section below, let me know, are you happier? Are you really happier because you have pain and disability? Or do you wish it had never happened? And that being said, what part of your pain makes you proud? What choices have you made that do make you proud? Or what have you gained from being in pain? Because that's a real thing. And there's a lot that we gain if we survive. Many of us don't. So I want to hear what you're thinking. This is a really interesting thought of the day. So I'm curious as to what your thoughts will be. Cynthia Toussaint, sending you so much love. Women in Pain Nation, signing up for now. See you again really soon. Happy whatever day. Happy Tuesday. Yay.